And that was your sad girl song of the day. I'm sure there will be more. Don't worry. All right. Welcome in, everybody. Let me see that things are working. We are experiencing a little bit of drops. But let's hope it stabilizes. Okay. Hope. Okay. All right, I think we are, well, once I fix this. Okay, I think we're good to go. Let's move here. Welcoming everybody. How are you today? Scrolling down. Kendi, you were here first. How are you? How's it going? Welcome in. Bear, hello, how are you? Yimit, hello. Emmers, hello. Madrigal, welcome in. How's it going? Lyra, hello. True, it do be a jet stream. It do. And every Sunday, my Spotify Weekly resets. So I have a new batch of songs to choose from to add to my list. Love this. I did too. Actually, it's a very good song. It's very I don't know. It feels simple, but it also, I don't know. I like it. I like it. It feels very emotional, which I suppose to be a sad song it should be. Yimit, thank you very much for the 405 stream streak, and Magical for the 260 stream streak. Simple and clean, I suppose. I think there's a word I'm sure I'm looking for that I can't find, but oh yeah, our bit rate's jumping up and down. Hopefully it stays. As I say that, it like dropped a ton. Not relatable. Not the song isn't. I mean, it can be relatable, but that's not the word I'm looking for. Like, I don't know. I feel like it sounds like the singer's being genuine in a way, which is both good and sad. Also, you know, but I like that. But that's what makes it relatable, I think. Anyway, that song was Next Life by Veronica Vaughn. I also really like the song that played before that, Okay Cool. I'm a fan of it. I like the okay cool. I like the chime in from the background. Anyway, I'm doing all right. I'm a little bit tired. I stayed up quite a bit later than I intended, because as I was about to go to sleep, I have a package that was attempted to be delivered by UPS on Saturday, and they did not deliver it. They didn't deliver it. They said they attempted to deliver it, but the package was not delivered. So they said that because that was on Saturday, they said that they were going to try to deliver it on Monday. So I was like, okay, cool. I will wait for a package to be delivered on Monday at like 3 in the morning, or let's see. It had been short, like right around the time that YV had ended stream. I got a notification, and I got a notification that it was like package attempted to be delivered, and then the next update was returning to sender. It was, and that was like within 2 minutes of each other. And I was like, what in the world? There's no way that they tried to deliver a package at like 3, 4 in the morning. So that's weird. So after YV stream, you'll have to ask YV about that. After YV stream, I tried to jump on the chat support thing, because like sometimes there is a button where you can reschedule a delivery or something. So I was like, okay, maybe I still have a chance to do that. I did not. As well as their AI chatbot thing, unhelpful. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to try to find their number. So I found their phone number and I called. This will be a 2-part story. The first part of this story is this part. We're going to come back to put a pin on talking to the customer service reps. Okay. Put a pin there. We're going to come back to it. So first part, talk to the customer service person. I'm like, hey, you said that the thing said that they were going to attempt to deliver the package again. And if I'm to believe the tracking, it says that they just tried to deliver it at like 3, 4 in the morning. So that's not real. We both know that didn't happen. So what happened? What's going on? They're like, let me look into it. I need to put you on hold. Gonna call the local facility. Obviously I'm talking to like a call center. So like, I'm going to talk to the local facility and try to get it rescheduled for you. So I was like, okay. So they do that. They put me on hold. They come back. They're like, okay, they're going to attempt to re-deliver it. We need to make sure your number is correct. They're going to call you, blah, blah, blah. But they told me, they're going to call you within an hour to confirm details. So make sure you're your line is open and all of that, because they're going to call you within an hour. I said, okay, I will wait then. I was going to go to sleep because I have a meeting in a few hours. Usually on Mondays, I go to sleep after YV stream, and then I wake up a few hours later for a meeting. But I was like, okay, well, I guess I'll stay up a little bit longer. So I wait. An hour goes by, no call. I wait an additional 10 to 15 minutes. I call again. And because now I'm like, maybe they didn't, I need this package to be delivered. Maybe they did not actually talk to the facility people. So I call again, talk to a different rep, explain the situation, and then they're like, okay, so yeah, I see that on I see that on like the details for this package, that they were going to call you within an hour. Now that it's 15 minutes overtime, I see that they're 15 minutes over time. That means that they will call you within 45 minutes. And I was like, what? That doesn't make any sense. But they're like, no, you see, they're 15 minutes over, so I know they're going to call you within 45. And I was like, that... so you're saying they're still going to call me, and now they're going to call me within a 45 minutes to an hour. They're like, yes. And I was like, okay, all right. Then I'll wait. I'll wait for this call that's supposed to happen. And I wait an hour. No call. So I call again. And I talked to a different rep. And I explain everything to her. And she's like, okay, let me call the warehouse people again. I'm like, look, also, like, can you also just, like, I don't think the package needs a signature. Can you just tell them to, like, leave it there if they don't, like, hand deliver it to me? And she's like, okay, I can do that. And then she says, that they're not going to, she doesn't say that they're going to call me when they, like, she did put me on hold and she talked to the facility again, apparently. But she didn't tell me that they were going to call me in the next hour. She just said, they're going to call you when they, like, make the delivery. Like, when they're there to make the delivery and whatever. And so I said, okay. So I think all of it's done. And I part of it, the reason why I also was triple checking and all of that, Gigi, welcome in, is because the tracking for the package said return to sender. And it still said return to sender, even though they had said that they were going to try to make another attempt to deliver it. And so that's why I was like, I need to confirm that this has actually changed, because from the tracking side of things, it still looks like you guys are sending it back. So anyway, I'm like, okay, well, I'm stressed out. This isn't even my story. If it helps, I was not stressed out. But I just want to, like, I just don't want to have to go through the hassle of, like, then having to get it redelivered and all that. So anyway, I'm like, okay, well, it's now too late for me to go to sleep, because I now only have, like, probably an hour before I would get up anyways. So if I go to sleep, I know there's a chance that I'm going to miss my alarm and whatever. So I go ahead and I just, like, lay down, and probably like 40 minutes later, I get a call from UPS. And it's the facility, and they're, like, asking for details. So they did finally call me, which again was weird because this last person didn't tell me that. But anyway, I confirmed with them. And the dispatcher lady was very sassy to me. She was basically like, because I was like, so can you guys just, like, leave it if you don't hand it to me? And she was like, all right, well, if we do that, if anything happens to the package, that is not on us. Like, that's you. We take no responsibility for it. She was, like, really upset that I felt like she was talking to me like I had the audacity to suggest that, like, they'd leave the package there. But I was like, yeah, that's fine. But I did confirm with her. I was like, look, the tracking still says it's returning to sender. So I'm just double checking that, you know, that's not happening. But she was like, no, it should be going to you or whatever. I say, okay, all right. Long story short, the package was delivered, and I was able to get it. It was still confusing because the tracking said, when it was delivered, it said that it was returned to sender. That it had, like, accurately returned it to the sender. So that was confusing to me. When I got a notification for that, I was confused. And I went to go check that it was there, and it was there. But I was like, what's happening? Did they not actually deliver to me? What's going on? I knew that it would have been weird if they had delivered it to sender, because I think it came from the lower 48. So, like, there's no way that it would have traveled from Alaska to whatever state in 3 hours. So anyway, but I got it. But now, the pin that I told you to place. When I was talking to the first customer service rep, I was like, am I talking to an AI? Because their voice sounded very digital. And their voice sounded digital. Their accent was like, they had an accent. They did not have an American accent. Was vague. It was like, definitely not American, but like, where are you from? I would have guessed maybe vaguely Slavic. It just kind of was like Eastern Europe, maybe. I don't know. It was like just kind of odd. They also spoke very fast, and their like word choices were a bit weird. And so I was like, am I actually speaking to an AI? But I had I finished talking to the first person, and I was like, still thinking about it. So like within that hour gap where I was waiting, I was like, I did have a friend who was half Slovakian, and he spoke very quick. Well, I was like, that's interesting. I would say this felt, there was again something different about it, Bear. There was something different about it. It was like unhumanly quick. Inhuman. It was inhuman in how quick it was speaking. And for someone who had like, again, it was like not a very, for the thickness of accent, they were speaking so quickly and using vocabulary that is not very common. So it was like, it was weird. It was like all of those things mixed together. It was like, this feels very strange. So I looked up and I Googled UPS customer service, is this AI? Or am I speaking to an AI? Or something like that. And I found a Reddit thread of people from like the past like 6 months or something, where everyone was discussing this. It was apparently on the UPS subreddit. And people were like, I just got off the phone and I'm very confused if I was speaking to an AI or not. And a couple of people were like, yes, I'm pretty positive it is. Like, the voice sounds incredibly digital. Some people said that they like got the rep to like glitch out, which they didn't actually explain what that meant and what they thought that was. However, a few people chimed in with what I believe is the actual answer. Because a few people were like, I asked them if they were human, and they insisted that yes. Which, the funny thing is that if it is not, that is actually kind of terrifying. the like customer AI rep will insist that it is in fact human. I feel like there should be some rule about that. Anyway, some people chimed in on what is actually happening. They said, what is actually going on is the customer service rep. Oh, I should also mention the 3 different people that I talked to all had different accents. Like the first one was Slavic. The middle one, I kind of forget what their voice was because I didn't speak to them as long. The third one, she sounded more. Third one, I would say sounded more Indian. However, she did not sound as robotic as the others, and we'll maybe go into that. So, what is actually happening is each of those reps are speaking in their original language. But there is an AI that is live translating what they're saying. Yes, I've been dropping frames this entire time. The AI is live translating them into English. And so they're able to choose like a voice for them. And so these so it is essentially like an AI TTS voice, except it's not TTS. It's not text to speech. I guess it's speech to speech. But that is why the English is also like speaking at a rate that was a lot faster. Like it was speaking at a rate that was a lot faster than Americans speak. Is because it was live translating somebody in a different language speaking at the rate that they speak, but translating that into like English, but it's in their cadence, if that makes sense. And so that's why the voices sounded robotic and whatever. I will say, I don't like the first 2 people were speaking more like they were speaking faster. The third person, and part of me is like, I wonder if there's like an intensity level in which they're able, or maybe like the different voices that they choose are like vary in quality. So like maybe because like the first 2 were males and maybe the like accent that they chose, it's not like as the quality isn't as high. So that's why like the first guy specifically sounded very robotic, but maybe the like if the customer service rep chooses like a woman's voice, maybe it's like that one is like higher quality or has more trained on that. So like it sounds better. And maybe she was also speaking slower. I also wonder if that was a thing. Because hers was not going as fast. The first one, it was noticeable. Like, this is somebody who's talking at a rate. Like, sometimes I talk fast, but my words slur together. That wasn't it. It was like the words are all very clear, but they're just like very, very fast, you know? Like as if they were sped up. So that's why I was like, this is odd. But anyway, so that's what's happening. And I was like, interesting. Interesting. On the same topic, have you seen that Google Gmail now has their AI service for $1.99 a month? It's called Google Gemini, and it helps you organize your inbox. I know that like Gemini has been integrated with Gmail for a bit, because like it will try to fill in your emails for you. Gym time, swim time. Have a good stream, John. So thank you very much. I hope you have a good gym time, swim time. By the way, we are still dropping frames. It is very likely we will not play the game. We'll likely just, once we finish this chatting portion, we'll just end. Because I don't know what's going on, but I don't want to play the game while we're dropping frames. So anyway. I know like Gemini will like if you go to fill out your unfortunately I know it's not. I've been watching it, it's still dropping. And you guys don't have to keep telling me it's dropping. I can watch and see But we have lost 5% of our frames, which is too high for us. But anyway, I thought that was interesting. I don't know how I feel about it. About the AI voice translation thing. Part of me honestly would still rather talk to a human, like directly, without any kind of translator in between. That's also crazy. Yeah. I think part of it's like I imagine a dystopian situation where, like, imagine if, like, right now maybe it's fully live translating and directly translating, but what if, like, eventually it gets to a point where, like, a company can, like, change the settings of these, like, translation softwares in a way that, like, maybe they can remove certain words from being used, or, like, to either, like, keep reps from using specific words or whatever, which I would think is actually a bit, like, to me that's dystopian. I imagine, like, you know, like, call centers, like, they're not, like, the best environments, you know, typically they're not, you know, people don't talk about, like, that call centers treat their employees very humanely. So, like, I'm just imagining a scenario where, like, someone is trying to, like, ask for help or something, but the AI translation would not allow them to. You know, that, like, I feel like right now, sure, maybe it's, like, directly live translating that, but I could imagine a company totally being like, we want full control over our customer service, and so if we can choose which words the AI translation is using or not using, that could be, to me, that is, like, a step towards just a dystopian scenario where, again, we're, like, not really talking to a human. It's just kind of like human assisted, you know, or whatever, which I hate. I hate when people, like, companies, I've been seeing that more as, like, an excuse for, like, AI art or whatever. They'll be like, well, it's not AI. It's not fully made by an AI. It's AI, or human. I guess they'll say it's either AI assisted or human, human controlled or whatever. Anyway, it just, I hate it. That's really all I wanted to get into, is that I hate it. I hate this world we're in. I get it on YouTube. There's a Spanish-speaking VTuber I like. All of his are auto-dubbed now. I've seen that. I do not like that. It is very funny to me because I think I first saw it on, well, no, I did see it on a J-pop video, and it was really weird. It tried to, like, auto dub a song, which was bad. But it was also very funny because I saw it. It was like an ASMR artist, if you will. I don't know if you guys have heard that term. It's a term for people who make ASMR. It was a international ASMR artist, so they, like, I think they spoke Spanish, or no, maybe it was Portuguese. I'm not sure. But the funny thing is like, ASMR is supposed to be, like, you know, whispering or whatever, but it auto dubbed it into just, like, English, but not whispered. And it was very funny to me that it tried to do that. I was like, what is this? It was, I think, maybe the second time I had seen that. And I was like, this is just not the type of video that you would want that for. But anyway. Yeah, it's really annoying because I like his voice, kind of where his comedy comes from, but when it's dubbed, it's just dry. I wonder if any of, well, I don't know. I don't even know. I wonder if my videos get auto-dubbed in any country, because I think my channel's auto-set to know that I'm speaking English. I don't think we have many people who watch me who aren't from an English-speaking country, so I can't really ask them. Imagine they get auto-dubbed to English. That would actually be amazing. I can't imagine I would be I fear for whatever the auto-dub translation would be, because captions do terrible at understanding me. And I think it's because I go from moments where I speak clearly and then all of a sudden I start speaking kind of faster and all of my words blur together and the captions are just entirely wrong. That's part of the reason why we don't have like the closed caption plugins and stuff, is because it is never correct. For me, it is usually far and away very wrong, and so it's just like, it's just not worth it. So yeah, I'm not the clearest of speakers. I don't have very good elocution. Sometimes if I'm like trying to slow down, it is a bit better. But if I'm just, when I get into a frenzy about various topics that, I do, it's just not. It just doesn't work out. It just doesn't work out for it. But anyway, we're still dropping frames, so we're gonna end stream in like 20 minutes. Well, this will just be the just chatting stream. So for the last 20 minutes, friends, do you have anything going on? Was there anything fun, anything exciting that you're looking for? I did order Wolverine and Control physical editions. Oh boy, the money. That was a lot of money. $70 for Wolverine, $60 for Control. The wallet do be dying. But what can you do? What can you do? It's for the love of the games, you know? Time to start the partner push. Oh gosh. You can't partner push with numbers like mine. I mean, you can, it's just embarrassing to. It's just, you could, it would just be like, people would definitely, what? What? I said it. No, but you should never partner push unless you're already regularly hitting, like, at least 70. At the least, because the average you need is 75. And you need to hold that for, like, 2 or 3 months. I get you, people would side-eye, but you could get there. I don't think so. People would definitely side-eye, but the thing is that, like, I think also especially, just one viral clip? No. We actually, I mean, one of my clips did, I wouldn't say went viral, but it did better than we normally have had. Without me having, I will buy ads for my clips that do decent, or the ones that I think are like, okay, I think this is actually funny. And also welcome in OTR. If I have a clip that I think is actually funny and that can be understood universally to be fun, and I clarify that because a lot of my clips are not that. I think a lot of my clips are not particularly funny. Two, are more for the community. Like, I don't think that anybody outside of the community would appreciate it, or if they don't know me already, I don't think they would appreciate it. But if there are some that I'm like, I think this one would do well, I will buy ads for it to try to see if it'll get more people to, like, you know, whatever. But one of the most recent clips I had performed as well as the clips that I have bought ads for, but I didn't have to buy an ad for it. But then, so I let it run, and it hit those numbers. So then I bought an ad to try to see if it would, you know, push it even further. But anyway, but in any of those, I never really get any kind of people to come back here or whatever. So, but yeah, I think honestly, OTR, it's been over 6 years now. We've peaked. We've peaked. In fact, we've peaked. We're on the end slope. You know, we're on the tumble downward towards you know, the end. We really only have what, 3 months left or something. We have like 3 months left. So we're getting to the end, baby. This cannot be the last segment of stream. It is, because we still have like 15-ish minutes before I'll end. It's sad that the bit rate is being terrible. But I don't want to play the game and it be all framey. It bugs me when it's like that. And it's weird because it hasn't been like this for a very long time. So I hope today's just an anomaly. But for the streamers, don't partner push unless you're already getting decent numbers. It's like you're like kind of pushing that last little bit, you know? That's what it should be. If I'm like nowhere near that, I should not be like, okay guys, we're partner pushing. 124 days until the end. I have a countdown. That's like I'm not too far off. That's like 3 months. You're not done. Need to hit that 500 streak. When are you? You could actually. You're 100 less than 100 away. Yes, you announced the push in the home stretch. Yes, it's a home stretch push, not I have to make up 80% of those views. I need to increase. Wait, how would that work? Wait, why only 124 days? About X amount of time ago, I'll let you guys do the math. I said I would stop streaming in 8 months. For good. So, we're kind of, you know, we basically have like I have a, what's the word? Not a due date. I have a, what's the opposite of a due date? A date of death. An expectant date of death. You did not. You said we would all leave you. I mean, same, really. I guess that's fair. I said that everyone would stop watching me by 8 months. An expiry date. Yes, that works. To be fair, I'm not saying, look, some of you have stuck around. Our average still dropping from that time point. So, like, I'm not wrong. Now, is it everyone? No. But am I wrong? Not really. My watch average, it'd be dropping. We drop in like flies. So, yes, an expiration date. We have an expiration date 124 days from now. My countdown says we're still here. Harass Jet. That's very fun. What is 124 days from today. Oh, Saturday, December 26th. Perfect. It'll be a Christmas gift to the world. The end of my stream. We'll have a goodbye Christmas. Won't that be wonderful? My last stream will be a Christmas stream. I'll be like Santa. It's the 27th on this coast. Wait. I don't like this at all. But we're on the same time zone. Actually, we're not on the same time zone. But I mean, like, we're in the same country. Did I say it? Did I bring this up at like 8 p.m. my time or something? So it was like midnight for you? OTR being held back by Automod. I think it's set to midnight. Oh, okay. Wait, so I can adjust the time. Well, okay. Yes. I see. Oh, I see. The timer is like midnight. Yeah, okay. Maybe we should have it be like the stroke of midnight, though. Maybe I do on the 26th. I'll stream on Christmas. I'll stream on Christmas, and at the stroke of midnight on the 26th, I'll hit delete channel. And then I'll just be gone. Though I did say, it's unfortunate that it's, well, I mean, no, it could still be. If I recall, I did mention that my last stream would be out in a field somewhere. And I would just say goodbye, and I would just walk into the distance. Like, I'd set the camera up so that it's like so that you can see like a clear horizon, you know, like you would be able to watch me go for a long time, you know, like at least like 30 minutes, maybe. Unfortunately, you then have to watch me run back to turn off the camera. But you would be, it would be like I'd have to find like a field where it's also like sunsetting. Well, but it's midnight, so, and it's the winter time here, so sunset is like at 3 p.m. So that wouldn't work out. It would have to. This is not going to work out because it's going to be too dark. You won't see me within like 3 minutes. So can you just accept the compromise then, because Twitch is annoying and it is really worth it for only 124 more days? The compromise. Oh, no, we're going to figure out your emote thing, because that's dumb. Not going to work. Guess you should just give up and keep streaming. Or just give up and give up. That could also work. No, like I said, if you guys compromise, I will be very upset. I'm not joking about that. I will actually be mad. And I say that smiling because, as I have said before, my default emotion when I feel any kind of extreme emotion is to laugh. That is also if I get very upset. If I get very upset, I do laugh a bit, but I do get mad. Same thing with when I cry. You guys and have seen this on stream. I will try to make myself laugh. So I say the smiling, but know that there is a tinge of a heightened emotion that if you guys compromise by trying to increase your sub tier without having fixed this emote issue, I will not be happy. For those that don't know, both Bear and Magical are experiencing an issue with their bit emotes. They have both reached at least tier 3 and cannot use some of their bit emotes. I am helping them, trying to get through support, but support is being difficult. One of them, they just closed out their ticket without it even being resolved. So like we're going through that. But they have said that they would just, as a compromise, just upgrade their subscription tier, and to me that is not okay. It is because you guys paid for something, you guys donated bits, you guys need to have the bit emotes unlocked. By the way, can you try using them right now? All of them? Both Magical and Bear? And for me, they think I'm a streamer for the third time. Yeah. That's why I'm pretty sure in the language of it. Yeah, it's so weird. So it works here, but that's just because it recognizes the emote thing. But it does not show up for, you see, if, in chat, you guys can see that it's showing up as just like text for them. That's weird. That is very weird. I did try something the other day just to see if it would work to fix it, and I forgot to mention this on Saturday. I removed the bit emotes and then put something else in its spot and then put it back. I was like, maybe if it's like, maybe if it's different emotes, like, because like the tag or whatever would be different. I was like, maybe it'll reset something. It didn't. And we had to type it out because they don't show up in our emote list at all. Okay. Okay. Anyway, yeah, we're going to keep pestering. And look, and what I'm doing is I'm giving them what to respond with. So, like, hopefully you guys don't even have to really think all that much besides, like, just organize. If I ever am giving you guys sections of text, you're just having to fix what's unique to you and then whatever. And then you just copy and paste. So I feel like I'm the one, like, talking to them, sort of. But, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Anyway, 124 more days, everybody. Get ready. Maybe I can rent a reindeer in a sleigh. And like a giant Santa, like, gift bag. And then I'll just be like, and off I go. And then I ride into the, well, the sun will have already set by then, but, you know, I just go the distance. And Hershey Park? Is this a famous Jet brainstorming sesh? I mean, pretty much. Or bar it? Clearly, wait, what do you mean torture? We have, I mean, there are reindeer, like, in town. There's a reindeer race. They keep reindeer there during Christmas. Oh, very cool. Yeah, there's a reindeer race in Anchorage. They like, it's like running of the bulls, but reindeer. There's also less people and less reindeer, I think. But it is a thing that happens. I think that's in the spring. But yeah, maybe I can, like, yeah, I'll get a Santa. Oh, well, actually, I have a Santa outfit. But I'll wear the Santa outfit, rent a sleigh, some reindeer, and I'll be like, thank you for the last 6.5 years. It really was mediocre. It really was a mediocre time. And then you know, I'd say goodbye, my pog champs, and then I fly away. Yeah, but I already told Santa that what I want for Christmas is another year of Jet. I have bad news for you, Bear. I have bad news for you about the existence of Santa. I hope no children are watching. all the youths that watch me, cover your ears. There's gonna be like one Robloxer watching me right now. It's like, what? Mom. The sad man on the TV. Sad man on the TV told me Santa isn't real. It's okay. We all have to come to that realization. That I am the sad man. But anyway, 5 more minutes, everybody. Let's see. Any other news? Anything else you guys want to say before we go? Anything? Any last requests? Wishes? Oh, I don't think. Part of me doesn't think the No Man's Sky update is happening this week. Because there wasn't an emoji. There was no emoji. So is there no update? Usually it's on, like, Sunday. Well, no, but this month is... So the 10-year anniversary was the 9th. And they announced Cosmos that next week. And so everyone was like, okay, so maybe it's this next week. So last week. And then it wasn't. And then, so they were like, okay, well, this is the last full week of August. So maybe they will update it. Or, like, maybe this will be when the update is. But they would have... Sean usually sends out an emoji when it's Sunday for me. So... But no emoji has gone out. Which means, I mean, unless it's just going to be dropped, or like, the night before he's just like emoji and everyone's freaking out. I mean, maybe it's, I don't know. Surely it can't be too big for an emoji. The emoji is so hyped though. Hey, but maybe it's different, because it is different because he announced the title of the update before. So maybe he won't. I mean, I guess maybe you're right, Bear. Maybe you'll just do it the night before, because it's like, I suppose a lot of the speculation is, what do we think the update is with the emoji? Like, is it based on the title? Is it like is the emoji related to the title of it? Is it related to what's in the update? We don't really know. So maybe now that we have the title, he's not going to do that. It'll just be like the night before. But we'll see. It's usually on Wednesday when the thing goes live. So we'll find out we'll find out tomorrow night then, probably, if so. Anyway. Well, friends, we are still dropping frames. Can't have that. We can't have that. So we are going to stop stream here. Maybe forever. Maybe this will be just our last one. You know, we don't know. Yes, we are still dropping frames. I still see it, unfortunately. But that'll be it for us today. So sorry for a short one. Sorry for no Dusk Fade. We'll try to play more tomorrow. But Yimit, thank you for the 405 stream streak, and Madrigal for the 260 stream streak. Again, Bear, I will be upset. That is not a joke. And I imagine that neither of you would like me to be upset with you. So you're welcome. No, you're welcome, Yimit. It was nice hanging out. Yeah, it was a nice little brief little just a sample size today. It was just a sampler, a stream sampler. But yeah, unfortunately, I don't know what's going on with their internet today, but it's bad. Hopefully it's just a today thing. Hopefully my internet hasn't gone back to the ways of earlier this year where we were just experiencing bit rate drops all day, every day. But anyway, that'll be it for us today. Let's play Okay Cool again. I liked that one. I'm gonna go back to this. But anyway, friends, I hope you have a great day and or night. Thanks for popping in for this brief stream. But I will see you guys again tomorrow. Hopefully the internet works. Bye-bye!